choke, you broke. Your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you, like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees, that I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you, like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
On Friday, January 29th, Ms. Dreyer and students who are going on an educational trip to our country's capital will be holding a luau dance here at SMS from 7 to 9 p.m. August Colby, an 8th grader going on the trip, is having her family directly help with the dance.
My dad offered to DJ at the dance so we could save money, and he got a really cool light and he got really good suggested songs.
The group is having the dance because the trip they're going on is expensive, and whoever helps out with it, the money goes towards them. Kaiten Reynolds, also an 8th grader going on the trip, thinks that the dance will go well.
I think the dance is going to go good because we're going to have a theme and a DJ.
The dance costs $3 to get in. There will be pop, candy, and pizza. Glow sticks will be $1, and if you would like a photo taken in a photo booth provided by Leo Craig's family, you'll have to pay $2 also. I'm Olivia Engel, and there's finally no snow on the ground.
Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a little boy named Jonathan, and he was in search of a mermaid.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. More like in search of a cheeseburger.
Y'all are plumb crazy. It ain't about boys or mermaids, it's about corn.
Back to the real story. Jonathan was on a hike with his
Mustard packets!
Nah, he was with the Colonel kids, the wildest outlaws in the Looney Tunes West.
the West, more like the well, because that's what Jonathan fell into shortly after his hike.
Fine, he fell in a well, but he's finding a cheeseburger down there.
Can the well be in Kansas?
I don't care where the well is, but there's going to be mermaids.
And cheeseburgers.
So finally, the Colonel kids climb out of the darn well and head to...
We're staying in the well.
Fine, but there's gonna be a cereal factory down there.
Can they make cheeseburger cereal?
Whatever. Here's what happened. Jonathan finds a secret door in the well that leads to Kellogg's Cereal Factory, where they've been doing some strange experimenting. So just for Jonathan,
they took a corn base
and cheeseburger flavoring
and made a cheeseburger corn-flavored cereal, which he ate while riding on his mermaid to destiny. The end.
January 15th, Stuco is holding the Teacher Appreciation Breakfast in the morning before school.
The Teacher Appreciation Breakfast is when Stuco members come in before school to cook breakfast for the teachers. The 8th graders come in at 5 o'clock because they cook the food. 6th graders come in at 6 o'clock because they're cleaning. And then the 7th graders come in at 7 o'clock because they serve the food to the 8th graders and the teachers.
It was fun serving, and the reactions from the teachers were awesome.
After Miss Reedy took over Stuco, she had the kids cook for the teachers, and this tradition has been going on for 21 years.
First couple of years, Miss Reedy started teaching at the middle school. All of the teachers gathered in the morning to cook breakfast for themselves, but then less people started coming because they were too tired by the end of the day.
It was fun cooking with my fellow classmates for the teachers.
I'm Blaine Nelson.
I'm Cody Montgomery.
And we can use some breakfast!
Have you ever had to race to the bathroom to get there before your siblings so you're not late to school? Fighting over the showers? That's about 100% common in this household.
Neither do I, but I need it more. I'm more important.
Are you almost done in there?
No, I'm trying to straighten my hair.
Really?
Yeah.
You go faster.
Wild, but you wouldn't know because you don't have hair.
Well, I'm sure if you just washed it and dried it, it'd be perfectly fine.
I'm done. Fine, you can have this stupid bathroom.
Thank you.
Only having one sink, you know that can be a problem too.
Sue.
I was in here first.
Hello. I'm the firstborn child.
Does it look like I care?
You should be.
Well, I don't care.
Oh, yeah?
This is why I love school. 2 separate bathrooms.
Hey Heather, what are you doing? Looking at the yearbook. Have you bought one yet? No, how much are they?
They're $28.
Okay, how can I get one?
You can get it formally office or get it online at dawsonsyearbook.com.
Okay, I will get one.
Buy a yearbook.
Okay, that means you have 5 weeks left.
In every 8th grade class, they are learning about Anne Frank, the Holocaust, and World War II.
Each class is reading The Diary of Anne Frank, the play version. The teachers have been doing this for many years.
I think it sucked to be Anne Frank because she didn't get to hang out with any of her friends.
Riley Whittington, an SMS student, has been to Germany to the bunker where Adolf Hitler made his speeches.
Being there was really, it had like a very dark feeling. It wasn't, like you could tell it wasn't a happy place, even though it's not there anymore.
I'm Ashton Ewell, and I can't write with my left hand.
You may have noticed that some students have been having some strange behaviors in the hallways. Today, we've got them on tape for you. It's gonna be a journey.
Hey, what did the teacher say about no running?
Where do you think you're going?
Here we see Shrek.
They seem to like Shrek.
Here we see, as Mr. Thorne, thoroughly yet longingly, taps his pen upon his hand. But what do you do next? I bet they're having a conversation. Interesting. Strange. Oh my.
Seems to be quite an important meeting. Wonder what they're talking about. These 2 formally dressed men seem to be strolling down the hall. These 2 students seem to be quite organized. Unlike you, Billy Bob Joe. I see you over there, Billy Bob Joe. Clean up your stuff. Jeez.
Thanks for watching.
Luca, Riley, and London gently yet longingly stare into the camera as they say goodbye and thank you, the viewers, for watching. Goodbye.
On January 19th through the 22nd, the Savannah Middle School is hosting a basketball tournament for the 8th grade boys and girls.
The tournament includes teams from 5 different schools: Savannah, Rubidoux, Spring Garden, Truman, and Bodie A and B. Many of the players that are competing in the tournament are very confident in how they think they'll do.
I think we're going to do good in the tournament. We've been practicing hard all year for this, and I hope we win it.
I think we'll do good in our tournament because we have a good coach and he believes in us.
I think we're going to do good because we work well as a team.
Mr. Williams said their biggest threat in the tournament will be Rubidoux because they have beat every team in this tournament. And then we asked Mr. Miller, and he said Truman is their biggest threat because they're the only team in the tournament to hand them a loss.
I'm Curry Walsh. And I'm Riley Cables. And we are signing off.
This week on Secrets Revealed. Turns out when you're not looking, Mr. Thorne is actually watching Netflix on his computer.
It's true. I'm a couch potato. And all I do is watch Pretty Little Liars. I know who A is! It's Mr. Howard.
It turns out Luca's only in a wheelchair to disguise his goat legs. It turns out the only subject that Miss McFadden knows is mathematics.
The only subject I really know is math, because, let's see, whenever I was younger, in language arts, I just tend to sleep through that class. And then for science, those experiments didn't go so well for me. The things that blew up and just didn't go right, so they didn't let me in science class very often. And social studies, a country, a state, a river, I had to go to the office usually during that class.
Miss Carlisle has a very big interest in prehistoric creatures.
I have a room full of tiny plastic dinosaurs that I started collecting when I was 4 years old. I collected those because my all-time favorite movie was Land Before Time.
Sea Kings were having a basketball tournament last Friday through Sunday, and on that Sunday, the Roos started the league. Logan Caples was at the tournament when the league started.
Well, it was very annoying. The water just dripped down onto the court, and kids were sliding everywhere. It interrupted our tournament, just like this one.
Colby Dennis, a player for the AC Kings, was there when it happened. He said that it was starting to get bad. Bradley Caples was also at the scene when it happened.
A bunch of people in the tournament were from around here, so we had to give them directions to get from the old middle school to here.
Since it was a leak, like Riley said, they had to move all the teams to the Savannah Middle School where the tournament was continued. Jake Brady, and I'm signing off.
Hi, I'm Bob Ross, and for the next 13 weeks, I'll be your host as we experience the joy of painting.
Hi, I'm Rob Ross. You may know my brother, Bob Ross, who was a famous artist. Now, we're going to paint a gray sky, just like my soul. Now we're going to draw a mountain. This mountain has no snow because snow is happy. Now we're going to draw an anger tree because someone's brother took all the fame and his parents loved him more and his parents kicked him out of the house. And someone's brother gets to use paint, but I just get to use crayons. I hate to steal crayons. And here we have my finished angry painting.
Told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in